Anyway, so now we have this. I'm going to introduce my ear. Sorry, I was typing that. Going to introduce a drawing ear. Going to add and close. So I'm going to introduce the composition for all this, and I'm going to name, just put in the character's name, right? So I'll do right here. Keep go, comp. There's going to be all the parts of the head. So let's say head comp. Alright, so I plug my ear in, do what is necessary. That's my okay. I don't need these now. I'm gonna turn them off, everything off. Then I'm going to draw my ear. Right. Using my pen, make sure you're drawing on the right layer, using my line. As you know, the ear is gonna go a bit inward. So I'm gonna start from here. Sure I have this. Alright, so I think this looks okay. Let me just do more edits. Alright, so we have our ear. I'm going to create my color outline. Then I'm going to fill it with color. So have it. But let's say assuming you had some inner ear details. Let's say something like let me create a new drawing. That's like the ear detail. Right? Going to add in close. Assuming you have some ear detail, I'm gonna plug it in here because I want to see it first. Let's say you have an ear detail. Let's say something like, make sure I'm using the right color. You have something like this. Let me just give you. I'm gonna create my color outline. You have a stroke. Let's say you have something like, I don't know, this for your ear detail, and I'm going to fill it with a skin tone so you can see the difference. So let's say you have something like this, right? Let's say you have something like this, right? So at the moment, you would want it to work in a way that whenever this comes in contact with it, it cuts. So we are going to use a cutter like we did initially. So just introduce a cutter, and I'm just going to cut you with you, plug it down, and I'm going to invert. And we have this working. And as you can see, the line art is overlapping. So I'm just going to introduce our line art that we have here. All I need is copy, some paste, a line art, and I think the ear is also going to need its own composite. So like we did, I'm gonna plug it right here, connect everything to this, and this is the ear right. So I have this thing plugged in. So now if I should move it, my line art is gonna come first. Right? So if I should turn on the rest of the work, uh, okay. ear detail should be pegged to this so that they can move independently. That way, if I should group it now, so group, we have our ear, right? So as you can see, gradually we are cleaning up our whole working view. We're going to do much more cleaning later on. So now we have this, right? And you might say, let me pick the peg for this for the ear master. Uh, the ear is not going to move that much. I'm just going to eyeball my preferred position, right? So you might say, oh, it looks like the ear is in front. All you need to do is hold Alt, make sure this is selected, hold Alt and press either up on your arrow key to take it back. Now it's back behind the jaw, not the head. And do again, or down key to bring it forward. I'm gonna take it back. Alright. So gradually, this is what we get. Now I can easily move this shape if it's here I needed to. It gets in there. I don't think this has a pivot here. Which is wrong. Okay, so I didn't center this. Let me center this. I think I'm okay. So what with this too? Alright, center this. Alright. So gradually we are getting there. Right? The next thing we are going to create is the hair. Let us work on the hair. Alright, so we come out, we create a new drawing for the hair. Create a new drawing for the hair. So we have this, right? We have our hair composite, and I need the hair to be in the same region where the face and the jaw is. I'm going to cut it and I'm going to place it in here, right? I'm going to do something and I need it to be around here. So for the peg connector, just give it something to look for. I'm going to plug it down so you can actually see what we're doing. So now what I'm going to do is, let me turn on my reference. I'm going to go out of this. I'm going to come to where my reference is, pull it a bit closer. I turn on the reference, not everything, not everything, just you. Alright, so there's the hair that we're going to create. So using this, I don't, I'm just going to copy something and do something about it. I don't want to. I'm going to come to the face, line arch. I'm going to copy the line arch. And I'm going to come to the hair itself, paste it. I'm going to increase the size in the way that, because I'm going to cut it by the shape, right? So I'm going to increase the size in the way that when I'm rigging and I'm turning the head up and down, it's going to work. And I'm going to um, cut it in a way that it's going to cut by the head and the jaw. Because looking at our, um, let me go up, let me go back. Looking at our reference here, let's say the turntable, looking at our character sheet here. As you can see at the back, the hair is going to be around the jaw, right? So it has to be cut by both, right? So now that I have this, I'm just going to introduce some points and try and line it up properly. Uh, just need to get this shape right. So, oh, we cannot together. Join it, you, and me do together. And this over three together. Now we are one. You can be here. I'm gonna put in First, just hold the control to turn to plus. I'm going to put you here. Do the same with you. I'm going to put you here. So now you can hold the Alt down so I can manipulate the shape. Same with you. Alternate down so I can manipulate the shape. Just try and get it to that shape as close as you possibly can. So now that I have this, I'm going to bring, uh, let's say, let me click another one. I'm going to bring you just around here. Let me see if I can actually curve this thing. See, I think I can do that. Alright, so this works. And I'm going to do the same with you. I'm going to create another. I'm just going to move it right here. So this selected. I'm going to move it here. Okay, so now we have this, right? So what I'm going to do is, because we're going to be doing some cutting and stuff, let me just put this thing here around here. So I'm going to do this for you too. Alright, so we have this, right, for the head. So let's go to where it is. Now I'm going to create a color outline for this. So I'm going to fill it with my color for the hair. So, in bracket now, filled it. Alright, so now that we have this here, what we are going to do is we are going to introduce this hair into these auto patches that we created, right? So I'm going to plug in this. You don't want to take anything out. You want to create another extension. So just press the alternate key and it's going to create another extension, right? So I go in and I'm going to create a composite because I need somewhere to plug the hair in, right? So I'm going to name it hair. Sorry. So I have it here and I'm going to plug in that empty composite right here. Alright, so once that we have this done, I'm going to create a cutter for that one too. So I'm going to plug this in and I'm going to cut it by the color. Alright, I need it in inverse. So I'm going to cut it by the color. As you can see, it is in inverse. So I'm going to hide it. So now if I should turn this thing off, it's being cut by the upper part, but when I come down, you see nothing. So I need it to cut by the lower part too. So the same, what I did here for this, I'm going to copy it, introduce another port here. I'm going to go into this, paste what I just did, introduce you to the ground floor, and I'm going to introduce a lady here, right here. So now it's being cut by both, right? Because you're going to need it. So now the final thing that we're going to create now, and gradually it's becoming something. So now the final thing we're going to do for this session is the uh, will be the nose. Let us create something for the nose. So all this is going to be connected. The hair is going to be connected to the face because it's a hierarchy. So let me just please see if I can find the center of this. So I have the pivot there. So as you can see, everything looks clean here. So now let us do our notes, right? So we have, sorry, I was about to type notes in the, so creating a new drawing for the notes. I'm gonna add and close it. And I'm going to do the necessary, plug it in, find my peg, make sure my peg and my pivot are saying the same very quick. And I'm going to turn on my reference so I can see what I'm doing. So I'm gonna go to my line art, pick up my polyline tool, and I'm going to start sketching. What I'm doing here, just trying to work smart, so that is it. And I think this is it, right? So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna cut. Using the cut, I'm going to cut what I think I don't need. Do I need this as well? Do I need that? Alright, so we have this. I don't want to do this thing over again, so I'm just going to copy this, paste it, make sure it's in line with the first one. Right click, flip horizontally. I'm going to move it to um, this side. I don't know if Toon has some kind of symmetric drawing. I'm yet to find out. In case anybody knows of that, let us know. It's going to help. Once I have that, I'm just going to cut the part I don't need. And we have a nose. Like here's the thing, we don't want a line around this nose. So what we are going to do is we're going to select the drawing itself, create a color art, come to this color art. I don't know where I dropped my drawing tablet, but I'm going to use my mouse. And fill that stroke. Sorry. The one with the mouse is edit. You know what? I'm going to fix it. Fill it. Uh-huh. Alright. So now I can edit. So now I filled that stroke and I'm going to fill it with pink. Sorry. Make sure you're using the right color. Alright. And I need to move that pivot. I don't really need it at the center, but it's gonna help me to position it. I know it's not gonna move much. Never know. Alright, so we have the nose here, and I think it's on one side. Alright, so we have this. We have our nose. Let me just turn this off. See, I I don't know. You might want to use a drawing substitution to do the nose, or you might want to distort the nose. But let's keep it this way. We are not going to do any deformation for this. So as you can see, we are gradually getting something. So let us duplicate the ear like we did with the other part of the eye. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna copy, sorry. We're gonna copy and paste special. We have the paste special here. We're gonna drag it down to C. And what we're going to do is we're gonna move it to the other side, flip it horizontally. Yep. Bring it back here. And to make it stick, what do we need? We need a static transformation comp. And then it's too much. Take some more. Oh, okay. There's already something there using it. I just left something there. Plug it right here. Tell you bake. Once I set, then I'm going to move the pivot to where. Alright. So this is what we have so far. And gradually we are getting our character. So I should select everything and turn on my transform. We have a lot here. I don't know if I will be I don't know if I'll be using the formation on the ears, but we'll figure it out as we go. But yes, I know I'll need the formations on the eyebrow. So I'll go to the eyebrow. This time we are not going to create an envelope. We are going to create some kind of linear. So make sure, let me turn everything off. You select the eyebrow that you want to create the deformation on. You just click on one side and click and drag from the other side, right? And this is what we have for the winking poses and stuff. I'm going to do the same. I think I want the base to start from the middle here. So on the first point to start from, on the first point to start from here, to some point here rather. Bring that thing here on the outside. Alright, so now you can have this. Alright, I'm gonna do the same for you. That's good. Whenever I put in a deformation, I just make sure I arrange it properly. So that this goes where it is. And where are you? Alright, so put in on this itself from the other side. Click and drag. Put it in a little bit. And we have you two. Now we have the two of you with formation. So gradually we are getting there. Now you have a working eye. You can select the handle, move. Let's say someone has removed the eye around, you can't find it or you want to open it. Now you have the open, you have the close. And it's that simple. Alright, so in the next, we'll continue in the next video, and let me know if you are facing any particular challenge. Put it down in the comment section and we'll deal with it.